Yeah, see, it's easier to see now. But all these people, everyone, now had I not slipped, then I probably wouldn't have made that video. But I'd rather get angry with words than anything else. So, all those that have professional jobs, that work in these communities, that are Masons and take part, they should lose them. If somebody's already been diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety, and they're already bad enough to where they contradict how long you get to leave your house, your residence, wherever you stay. But then you got people that tend to add on to that they want to add to your pre-existing conditions to where you're shut in, where you hurt yourself or you hurt someone else. So I've used a a scanner, and I've heard some stuff. Now I know you're not supposed to count it, and not even supposed to use it. But my daughter and her friend were playing with the Ouija board. And the one little girl, she must have, like, really, I don't know. She must be pure at heart, because when she puts her hands on it, it moves. I've never seen one move in that fashion. Now, these people first, it was, mobbed by people with Maryland plates. Then it was PA, Jersey, New York, North Carolina. And see, they want you to make reports so, it makes you look crazy. But if you YouTube gang stalking in Maryland, you'll see. I'm not the only one. At least for Maryland. It's a sad thing. See, the Bible says, yep, windows, blinds still open. The Bible says to show, to love thy neighbor as yourself. That kind of puts you in a dilemma. How are you supposed to love your neighbor as yourself when they're the ones railing you? I mean, I'm just curious. See, the Bible says to forgive all. So, I gotta forgive all. He's going to judge. It says those who strike down their neighbor in secret shall be, those who strike down their neighbor in secret shall be cursed. So that means all of these people, the lukewarm churchgoers, you gotta stand in front of God one day. See, I repented. If I wanted to smoke, this would have been gone by now. Took 3 drags of it, and it made me sick. But what makes me sicker is to know that people have nothing better to do than be up in your business, your life, when clearly that's one of Maryland's laws and one of the amendments. And another amendment is no cruel and unusual punishment. Well, 241 is cruel and unusual punishment. See the horns beeping? I guess they didn't think I was recording now. But 241 is clearly cruel and unusual punishment. Now, 14 months of this for me. Yep, I've had enough. I've had enough to where I already video everything. I do not trust a soul. So, either these people are wicked at heart, have a demonic attachment, or all have a hive mindset because of electronics, or the smart dust that actually falls. And I still ain't slammed all my cards on the table yet. But this just goes to show how sick I am. To put it out there that I know, for which means the people that video, the people that mob and harass, that already know your personal life, they're the ones that truly are screwed in the head. Because they know that they are doing these things, but yet have to stand in front of God. I mean, seriously. I found it kind of funny that where I stayed at over the summer, the guy said he had a car accident. And he had one story, then he had another story. I mean, it was almost, you know, first story was he looked down, second story was he was paying attention to a car. Well, I heard, that if you type it into Google, it says they'll make you have car accidents. They'll force you into the helping of the program. To further along to try to destroy someone. That's how sick. But it just gets old when you can't make someone want to hurt themselves or someone else and they turn to the Bible. You just bring them closer to the Lord. And I haven't cussed. I haven't smoked first thing in the morning like I would. Nope. I leaned on the Lord and asked for help to stop smoking. And He did. Or else I would have went through nicotine withdrawal. And I smoked for 20 years. Now my daughters have heard people come through the bushes over there. But it's got to stop at some point. It straight has to stop. Can't keep targeting people and think that, oh, it'll be alright. Can't keep railing people and think, oh, I'm a good person. Can't be destroying someone mentally and think you're going to heaven. Because if the Bible is a true word and work of God and of Christ, then all of y'all where I'm standing, everyone around me has got to answer to the man upstairs. I keep trying to say, what brought me closer was sleeping in a tent all summer long on the ground with a blanket, a pillow, a tablet, and a Bible. Well, food too, but not as much food because I did lose some weight. but it gets hot outside, so you don't want to eat when it's hot. You lose your appetite. I mean, it's just sad to know that you're going to have to stand before the Most High at some point. Whether it be tomorrow, later today because you had a car accident, because you were thinking of this video, or you were eating in a hurry and choked. But either way, I'm just tired of not having my own privacy. I don't care that I'm the social outcast. People leave me alone. That's better for me because that goes along with my, my anxiety and my PTSD. I like being left alone. But vehicle intimidation and mobbing, should be ashamed of yourself considering that you're in a 2-ton vehicle. I'm flesh and blood. And with all the crazies that get behind the wheel of cars these days, you never know who's going to try to run you over. I hope God forgives you, I really do. But He only forgives those who turn away from the darkness to the light. That's what every Bible I've read says. Every. You must turn away from darkness in order to be repentant. It says to stop sinning by the means of tobacco, alcohol, marijuana. Well, I don't do any of those. So the ones that are in those professions that are supposed to help the community, who are Masons, blindly look the other way. There are YouTube videos where cops talk about gang stalking within the departments. I mean, type it into Google, type it into YouTube. You'll find all the info you want. And you can't say, well, you can't believe everything you see and read. Then you're a hypocrite. You're not supposed to believe the Bible? It's the same thing. You don't know. You're just reading it. Or you're learning about it. But you're supposed to believe it. You're supposed to. Now, whether or not God forgives you, I forgive you. But it does need to stop. Wiretap, oral, video, any kind of anything that would need my consent, I've never consented to a day in my life. My own doctor said that she had heard about this from a couple of people. So it happens, it goes on. I mean, when I talked about a class action, the people that were in that house, they up and moved, and there was a U-Haul the very next day. I can't do it no more, and being nice at the same time. I just can't. You can't constantly be nice when you've been going through this affliction for over a year. You can't constantly keep just being nice and acting as if it doesn't happen. So if a DEW will start a wildfire and someone's hit you in the back, the spine, I'm sure it's left a mark. I've got x-rays, CT scans, you name it, on my spine. So if it's left a mark, it definitely would be different from what I have now. So hopefully God intervenes to stop every one of you from doing this to someone else. Hopefully, Jesus